Hi, welcome to the Old Geezer's Diary. I'm Chris. It's Thursday, the 15th of August 2019, and today's little sermon is about terms and conditions. I love terms and conditions, especially when they mean that you get diddled again by big companies who promote big offers and then want to back off on all kinds of stuff. Join me and let's have a chat about terms and conditions that mean that you don't get the deal you think you're going to get. How many of us actually read the terms and conditions? Well, I have to ask because I got caught out the other day. We don't eat out very much. When we do, it's a bit of a treat and we quite enjoy it. And a couple of 3 weeks ago, we went into a pub on the outskirts of Ipswich called the Swallow, which is a brewer's fair pub. That means it's owned by Whitbread, a huge company turning over billions of pounds a year, on which it made £438 million profit. It's a ridiculous sum, isn't it? But they do it by minding the pennies. And here's what happened. We went into the pub. We had 2 really quite nice meals. They weren't spectacularly special and they weren't spectacularly cheap. They were about a tenner each. So we spent about 25 quid including drink, and we had a pleasant lunch. But at the end of the meal, we got given a couple of little vouchery things, which turned out to be an online competition thing, where you put the number of the voucher into the system on the computer, and it told you if you won anything. One of them said, "We don't recognise this at all," but the other one said, "If you buy one, you get one free." And I thought, "Wow, that's really nice." I was impressed. It was the first time we've been in the Swallow for years, and I was really impressed. I thought we'll have to go back there and have our 2 for 1. The meals that we had were really quite nice, so we'll go and have another one or something. And there you have it. So that was really pleasant and enjoyable, and it was a nice little surprise. There you are. Now, we went out on Sunday into Ipswich, where we had a little wander around, did a spot of shopping, had a rather nice time. And I said on the way home, shall we stop off and have a late lunch at the Swallow, because we've got that voucher in the car. And yep, that's what we did. We went into the Swallow, and I'd read some of the terms on the voucher thing, but to be honest with you, I hadn't really concentrated on it, because none of us do really on terms and conditions, do we? But it turned out when I got there, we looked at the menu and I found this thing on the table, which I thought, my goodness, it's 2 courses for $9.99, so it's the same price or maybe a bit cheaper than the some of the other items on the menu. And I thought, it's 2 courses. I don't really want 2 courses. Can I just have the roast? That would be fine. And so Dart ordered what she wanted. I went up to the bar and said, "Can I have that inside my voucher?" And they said, "No, you can't. It's not included. You should read the terms and conditions." Well, nobody reads the bloody terms and conditions. And I couldn't get my head around this, to be honest with you. I have a voucher for two dishes, $9.99 for 2 courses. And I thought, what's the difference? Why did they exclude something like that? I was really disappointed. And I think terms and conditions seem to me to be just a way of big companies diddling little pennies and halfpennies off their customers. We have to look at the kind of meal that we got in the Brewers Fair. It was very respectable. It was quite nice, but the average cost was around 10 quid. And I would guess the cost of ingredients on that is around £1.50, something like that. I ended up with having a bit of chicken with some cheese sauce on it and a bit of bacon on top of it. It was jolly nice, but it wasn't a huge value meal. It was quite pleasant, and I imagine that Witherspoons would have probably done the same thing for maybe £6.50 or 7 quid and still made a good profit out of it. But there you go, Mr. Whitbread. I thought I was a bit disgusted by why I couldn't get something that was an equally reasonably cheap to create meal inside my 2-for-1 voucher. Why is it? No one can, well, it's excluded. No one gives you a reasonable reason of why it's excluded. I'll put a thing on the Facebook page. I've sent them a little message, and they've come back to me and said, oh no, it's excluded. It's only on our main menu items. When you're promoting this on Sunday, it's not on the main menu. But what the hell? Does it mean you probably make tuppence or threepence less in gross profit? I don't know. I find it really hard to understand, and I have to say, Brewers Fayre and the mighty Whitbread, I'm not really happy about it. You make an offer that looks and sounds good, and then you start to pick it apart a bit, don't you? Things that aren't on the main menu you can't have, although you're promoting them otherwise. I think that's really picky. I think it's not very nice, and I think it's a classic big company swizz. There you go. Okay, thank you yesterday for all the messages and bits and pieces. Heavens, we keep going. There was one odd one, which was from a man called Logan Young, who sent a very nice message, and I can't actually reply to it for some technical reason on YouTube. Who knows? But Logan, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. And that's it. So this is the Old Geezer's Diary. You'll find me on the internet if you just search for Old Geezer's Diary, because I'm on Facebook and YouTube and all the rest. If you're on YouTube and you like the videos I make, click on like. If you'd like to see more and like to get a regular supply, almost daily usually from me, then all you have to do is click on subscribe and ring the little bell next door to subscribe, and that means you'll get a notification every time I put up a new video. Okay. I'm Chris, this is the Old Geezer's Diary, and I will see you soon.